So when I was about 7 months pregnant, we were at a routine ultrasound and the doctor started noticing something unusual about Drake's heart.
Over the next couple of months, we went to several doctors here in Santa Barbara, and then went to Stanford and UCLA. They all confirmed that Drake had cardiomyopathy, so his heart was not formed correctly, that he could very likely die in utero at any point, and that if he did make it to birth, that he had less than a 1% chance to survive at all.
So pretty much every day we were living with, is he still going to be here the next day in my belly? Let alone knowing when he was born, he probably wouldn't make it very long. I was trying to balance out having hope that he would make it and survive, and also hearing what the doctors had said of the fact that they'd never seen anything like this. They didn't know what caused it, and there was nothing that they could do. So it's just a matter of kind of getting on our knees at that point and surrendering and hoping for the best, but also just praying for strength that God would carry us through.
Stacy had developed preeclampsia, which is essentially the body starting to reject the baby for whatever reason. And so now we started to fear for Stacy's life as well as Drake's. Everything got to the point where we felt comfortable that we could make it another couple days, and that had been 33 weeks was long enough for Drake, and then we settled on the 31st. As soon as he was born, he started crying, and his little cry filled the room. And I mean, I've never seen so many doctors working on one person, let alone this little 5-pound baby.
The preeclampsia came back, which doesn't usually happen, and they had to put me back on medications, back on IVs. So I didn't even get to see Drake for the first 24 hours that he was alive. We've convinced the nurses to wheel me over in my hospital bed, so I didn't want to wait any longer. So he looked absolutely perfect to us, despite his imperfect heart.
Drake fought on from Tuesday afternoon all the way. There were some ups and downs on Thursday, and so then on Friday morning, the doctor came in and told us that the situation had changed. Really only a matter of hours at that point. And so we were able to get our parents and come in, and my dad baptized him while we were all there together with him. And then Stacy and I were able to hold him, and we held him for about 15 minutes with no machines, and he just kept going, and his little heart kept beating, and we just
The doctor said it would
him.
probably only be, seconds or minutes that he would live, and we ended up holding him for 15 whole minutes. And just despite his heart completely being broken, he just stayed with us. So Drake lived for 3 whole days, which was a miracle in and of itself. We desperately wanted to meet him, and God granted us that wish. For us, there were so many little miracles, even in his short life, that we felt God with us. God did answer our prayers. We were able to meet our baby. God knows what it was like to say goodbye to his son. And God knows that pain of losing a child. The mystery of it all, the mystery of how do people live with this grief, the mystery of what happened to Drake. There were no answers. No one knows how it happened. But we do know that that's not the end of the story.
We started to see his impact on people outside of us immediately, and it did feel like death wasn't the end.
Death didn't win in this case. We're stronger because of what happened, and we've been blessed in ways we weren't necessarily hoping to be blessed, but in ways that have changed both of us forever.